Hi again, welcome back to my final experiment video for this course. These are the materials I used to complete this experiment. Since the demonstration video used a round-bottomed flask and I do not own one, I used a vitamin water bottle for this experiment as the opening of the bottle is larger than regular water bottles. First, I added hydrogen peroxide to a clean bottle. The demonstration video did not have precise measurements, so I eyeballed the amount. One thing I do want to note is that the experiment required 10% hydrogen peroxide, but I only had access to 3% of hydrogen peroxide at the time of the experiment. Next, I added a few drops of Dawn dish soap to the bottle. Here, I added a few drops of red and green food coloring and stirred the solution. I know red and green do not mix to make a pretty color, but they were the only two colors I had, and I wanted to see if it would create the striped toothpaste effect. Off camera, I filled a beaker with hot water and proceeded to mix in the hot water with a packet of yeast. I mixed the solution until almost all the yeast was dissolved. Now it's time for the reaction. I place the bottle outside and pour the yeast water mixture into the bottle. Instantly you can see a reaction occurs as the solution begins to foam up. Here, I safely put my hand over the bottle to see if I can feel heat coming off from the reaction, which I did a bit. I was disappointed that the toothpaste did not flow out of the bottle, so I quickly ran inside and grabbed the soap and hydrogen peroxide and added a small amount of both into the bottle. Once I did, the toothpaste began to flow out the bottle. And that leads us to our next segment of the video explaining why this reaction occurs. This elephant toothpaste experiment is a prime example of the laws of thermodynamics. The three laws of thermodynamics state as follows: the conservation of energy, heat loss and its conversion, and properties of closed systems in equilibrium. The type of reaction that took place with this experiment is referred to as an exothermic reaction. In this type of reaction, heat is released. If you recall back to the video of the reaction happening, you will remember that I put my hand over the bottle to feel the heat loss. This comes back to thermodynamics, as the first law states that energy can be converted from one form to another but cannot be created or destroyed. In this case, the heat released from this reaction is a form of energy that has been converted. In this reaction, the yeast acts as a catalyst to increase the rate of the reaction. As the hydrogen peroxide is catalyzed by the yeast mixture, it releases oxygen molecules that become trapped as bubbles due to the soap, which creates the foamy product. This concludes my presentation. Thank you again for watching.